Hey everybody, it's Jared Hope with Tilt Property Group, and we're going to do a comparison of an apartment building versus a single family suited house. And here's why. We put a post on Facebook and we had a response back. The post on Facebook was, how can we help you in information on how to build a portfolio? Someone put a post back saying, hey, would like some information on what types of property to buy. Apartment buildings, for example, are something that I'm interested in. So here's an interesting way to look at apartment buildings and single family houses. First of all, to buy an apartment building, this is a real example. We have a client who bought an apartment building. It was $1.5 million. And I don't remember how many suites it was. It doesn't really matter. But he had to put 30% down. I have my calculator here now. I just happen to know this math. But he had to put 30% down because that's what the bank asked, because the cap rates were so low. This is in Edmonton. Our rents are relatively low right now. So he had to put $450,000 into this property of $1.5 million. His cash flow on this house is about $1,000 a month, which is $12,000 per year is his cash flow. So now this is really bad return. There's not much upside to this. There's virtually no upside to this. And to be honest, his $1,000 a month positive cash flow is probably wrong, because he's probably using numbers that, he's not factoring in the right amount of money for repairs and maintenance or vacancy rate or slush fund, stuff like that. A couple things with apartment building everyone must understand is whatever happens to unit number 1 is impacting unit number 10, for example, because if someone's smoking in unit number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everyone on that floor smells it. If someone has a party in unit number 5, the whole building is having a party. They might not be there, but they're feeling the effects of the party. So if you reduce rents in unit number 5, for example, it's only a matter of days before unit number 10 calls you up and says, hey, I want a rent reduction. Here's another option that you can do with your money. That same $450,000 that you're going to put into an apartment building that's going to give you $12,000 a year, you can actually go buy 4 legally suited houses that are going to be about $460,000. Each one's going to cost you $92,000 deposit. So that $92,000 is going to be something about $380,000 of money that's being used to buy this $460,000. So this $460,000 times 4, that's $1.84 million worth of real estate. So it's the same. It's less money getting you a bigger asset base than the $450 and the $1.5 million building. So let's go one step further. After you do this math, it's going to leave you about $80,000 left over in your bank. I don't want to put brackets because that looks like a negative, but it's going to leave you $80,000 in your bank account. That's going to be your cushion. That's going to be your safety blanket, if you will. You can do 2 things with that. You can leave it in the bank, or you can go buy another property. You could actually take $60,000, go buy another $300,000 asset. Now you're over $2 million. That's how we could play this game. More importantly, each of these houses are going to cash flow you anywhere from $500 to $800 per month, depending on the house and location and stuff like that. So let's say it's $500. These 4 houses now cash flow you $2,000 per month, $24,000 per year, off of the exact same amount of money that you would be using, actually less money than you'd be using to buy an apartment building. Why does this work? Well, a lot of reasons. One, your cash flow is a lot higher, your risk is a lot lower, you have a lot more opportunity to reduce your rents in the event that the market changes. You could also liquidate your houses in the event that the market changes or you have to sell something. It's easier to manage 2 tenants in one house than it is to manage 15 tenants in one building. So if you buy the houses properly, you don't have to worry about roofs or windows or furnaces or water tanks, because they're all new. It's going to last you 20-ish years anyways. So this is a strategy that we've implemented over the years, and it works. This is a strategy that we teach on a regular basis. We own apartment buildings. We've managed apartment buildings, and I keep on coming back to they're really tough in a down market. And you don't want to be stuck with a building when the market changes. My opinion only. Of course, there's going to be people that put posts at the bottom of this video in the comments saying that they disagree with this. At the end of the day, it's just another way to look at it. There's options out there. Have a strategy for everything that you purchase, because if you don't have a strategy and actual plan in place, the opportunity and the chances of failure increase dramatically. So with that said, share it, like it, post your comments. If you're going to bash it and don't like my view, that's fine too. I'm okay with that. But just know I'm not saying don't buy an apartment building. I'm just saying look at other options to liquidate, or not liquidate, but to leverage your money to get the biggest bang for your buck. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.